30,000 hours. That's the average number of hours people end up working in their life, whether it is a job or business or any career. But what if after completing 2/3 of your life or this journey, you find yourself feeling depressed, anxious, and you absolutely hate your job? And the only regret you will have is, if I only had listened to my own beliefs and value system for success instead of listening to society's definition, I wouldn't be in such a miserable condition. But think about this for a minute. Why do you think this happens? It usually happens because we are so distracted and we often forget to just sit down, take a step back and listen and ask ourselves, what work truly gives us happiness and contentment, especially if we are going to do that for the rest of our lives. Have you done that? In this video, I'm going to break down the exact roadmap that I took, and hopefully it will help each one of you so that you guys are in a position to figure out a path for yourself and avoid the misery that I just described, to lead a more fulfilling and content life. You will need to go through these 4 checkpoints that you find what you're truly passionate about, and to make it easier, I've even given some examples for the same. Let's get started. The first one is self-reflection and introspection. Ever heard the term called midlife crisis? A lot of time when people hit their 30s or 40s, an existential question starts to come to their mind. Am I doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing? And the reason they are asking this question is because they are not truly fulfilled and enjoying the work they do, and they absolutely hate it. They are looking forward for Saturdays and Sundays, and they absolutely hate Mondays, so that they can accept their realities. Therefore, self-reflection becomes very, very crucial early on, especially because we are so distracted in today's social media and the busy world and the things we keep hearing from the society. We are so into herd mentality, where if your friends are doing something, I'll also go and do something, right? So just sit down and reflect. Let's just say that after reflecting, you come and say, Yudi, I'm confused by these 3 career options. What should I do? There can be possibility like this, right? Maybe you want to become a web developer, an entrepreneur, or a music producer. In that case, the other 3 checkpoints would come very handy. So the next one is going to be visualization. It's very important because you don't want to just do it because you feel like you want to do it. You should visualize yourself doing it before even thinking about something else or moving forward. Let's elaborate more on the career option that you just got confused about. Talking about web developers. Does visualizing yourself like coding day in and day out and fixing the bugs, or perhaps maybe collaborating with the team and working with awesome designers, you're building mind-blowing websites like Apple with animation, does that give you joy or interest you? In the case of entrepreneurs, do you like handling uncertainties and dealing with finances and team conflicts and all of that? Do you see yourself dealing with solving people's problem and making an impact in the world while making tons of money and having location, time, and financial freedom? And now let's talk about music producer. Would you like yourself working with an artist, figuring out how to record the tracks and mixing them for them, and then promoting it to launch it and hopefully get the tons of streams on Spotify? Does that thrill you? Does that give you joy? Whatever list you make after first checkpoint, you need to visualize yourself doing it before you move on to the next checkpoints. Following this journey would make your vision clearer and give you like a sense of clarity. Now here you might come to me and say like, Yudi, I have no idea what a certain career option looks like. So how am I supposed to like visualize this in the first place? This could happen. At this point, let's say, for example, you want to become a data scientist because you are thrilled about working on data and machine learning models and NLP and all of that, but you don't know what their life looks like and you don't know how to visualize it. Here, I'm going to give you an advice that you should go and talk to the people who are in that field, who are actually data scientists. Ask them what does their day look like, and see if that day, can you visualize yourself what they just said. Obviously, don't talk to just one person, like ask to 10, 15, 20 people and collect that information and visualize. Can you do what they do? And is that something gives you joy? The next checkpoint after this visualization exercise is going to be hands-on. It is also very important because they think, oh, I can absolutely do this. And when they actually go to do it, they realize that, oh gosh, this is totally different than I thought. And this is not my cup of tea, or I don't even enjoy it. Here's another more practical example. Seeing my YouTube channel and social media, many people have approached me to start their own. And guess what? They actually even started their own YouTube channel, but they gave up after their 12th video only because their perception to build a YouTube channel and making videos was completely different than what actually it is. So I would highly advise you to get some hands-on experience because you would be doing this for many years. And by the way, it's completely okay if you don't nail it in the first go, because I was a computer science major when I came to do masters, and then I realized that, oh no, this is not something I want to do. I want to switch to becoming a product manager or project manager. And this relates to an interesting story. Back then when I was doing my masters in computer science, I saw this old woman was in my class, in my data structure class. She was in her 50s. So out of curiosity, I just went to her and asked her, like, why is she taking this class? And guess what? It turns out that she's actually a nurse. And during her career, the common heartbreaking thing that she keeps hearing from her patient on the deathbed is that, I wish I would have done something in my career that I truly loved. And this experience, hit me so hard and gave me a new perspective on life that led me to change my career trajectory to becoming a product manager. As I liked experience, because I was not a product manager, people expressed that disbelief in me. They said things to me like, this is impossible. No one has done this before. You don't even have experience. And society even labeled me that you are foolish. But obviously I didn't give up, and I'm now a product manager. So it is essential to trust yourself, especially when these realizations comes from within, and these personal exercises which we talked about through self-reflection. If this path truly resonates with you, trust yourself and move forward with confidence, which takes us to our final and last checkpoint, which is having an impeccable mindset. From birth, we are often fed like lies by society that cause to limit our true potential. You actually even hear this from your parents and your friends and family who may not believe in you. But it is important to remember that their disbelief in you is not because you cannot do it. It's because they think that they cannot do it, so they impose their self-belief on you, and that causes a limiting mindset in ourselves. And this is why it is very crucial for you to detach yourself from worldly propaganda and focus on your true purpose, because in the end, that's the only thing will truly bring contentment. Trust me on this when I say that. Now, to even prove my point further, here are some of the snippets of your favorite YouTubers in their early days.
Bought a new laptop, and it's an HP Pavilion DV7.
In this video, we're going to talk about pranks that went wrong.
चोरी करने आए पैसे की आधे करेगा.
They were too looked down upon by their close ones, but they kept on going, and we already knew what they are today. Harry Potter's script was rejected multiple times before it got published. Even Spider-Man's character, which we all love, was rejected multiple times. Neil Armstrong, who was a hero for Elon Musk, he has expressed discontentment about Elon's rocket idea.
There are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it.
However, these things did not deter Elon from pursuing his passion. Everyone mocked at them at first, but we can't imagine what would have happened if they gave up on their dreams. I hope that these 4 checkpoints give you an utmost clarity or sense of clarity and purpose and direction in your personal and professional life. So do let me know after you do this exercise what career options comes to you after following this method, and comment below. If you watched this video till now, here's the video I will recommend you to watch, where I switched my career from computer science to product management. It was actually project management, and I've made a detailed series on how I became one. So here's the video, check it out. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling and keep hustling. You gotta hustle every single day.